now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Hello, my internet fans. Welcome to another episode of Stat Boys. That's me, Sports Bar featuring Dori Lou. Let's bring everybody in who's in the sports bar. There's Dori Lou. There she is. Oh, we're on top this time. All right, cool. And below us, we have Big Baller G and Fluffy Madden God, a.k.a. Zach. Zach, thank you for joining in. Didn't know you were coming in till the very last second. We're going to have a good show today. And I want to quickly talk about the previews there. It looks great. If you guys have got to keep up with everything that's coming out in the multiverse of media, be it with the Casa Studios, with Jeff Meacham, with the Simple Man Studios, and all these great things coming up. I cannot wait. I'm excited about everything that's happening. How's everybody doing today?
Doing pretty good. Had the day off. Watched some wrestling on the Peacock there. So,
Brother Zach, what's going on down in Nolans?
Trying to recover from St. Patty's weekend.
Ooh.
Got one more weekend to go.
Is it spring break down there?
It's spring break. They got one more St. Joseph's celebration, and there's so many festivals lined up. I swear, we do a festival here for everything. Like in October, my favorite festival comes to town, and that's mac and cheese. Yeah.
yeah.
The GoFundMe for Zach's liver will be live shortly. Good old JM is in the control room. He will pop in with the graphics like he always does. Dori Lou, how you doing this week? What's new?
Well, I actually had a St. Patrick's off. Me having a Friday off has been unusual. And I went out and had a few drinks myself at our bar that's across the street. I walked it.
And she was wearing green. You try and pinch her, you're going to get stabbed. She's got the knives to prove it.
Either the knife or the fist, one or the other.
There you go.
Or the foot to your kneecap.
There you go.
Yes, I find.
Well, you're hired to work security at my bar.
All right. When we come to visit, we'll work that out.
Indeed, we are. We start with a little bit of breaking news. Sadly, New York Knicks legend and center Willis Reed passed away today. He was a two-time NBA champion in 1970 and 1973. He was also named the NBA Finals MVP. He was also the league MVP in 1970. He made it to the All-Star Game 7 times from 1965 to 1971, also becoming the All-Star Game MVP in 1970. He was also Rookie of the Year in 1965, and he was named one of the 50 players of all time. If you ever want to try and settle the GOAT debate, which, trust me, has been brought up millions of times, regardless of what category you're playing in, find some kind of media outlet, ESPN, NBA, NHL, MLB, anything, and when they put it out, listen to them. Your opinion does matter, but maybe they know a little bit more. So, I didn't get it. They put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at the top, but of course, everyone's saying, "Oh, well, he's old news." Well, if there was no Kareem, there wouldn't be a Michael, there wouldn't be a LeBron, there wouldn't be a Kobe, and we can even go even farther back and say there wouldn't have been a Wilt Chamberlain, there wouldn't have been a Kareem. So it just keeps on going farther, and back. So God bless you, Mr. Willis Reed, for all your accolades in New York with the Knicks. Great guy, and sadly he passed away at the age of 80. What did I miss here? ESPN. Yeah, well, there you go. Speaking of ESPN, if you remember this piece of paper, I put this piece of paper up almost last week. This was my bracket in the NCAA tournament. Here's what I think of this. Bracket breaking 101. First freaking day. Unbelievable. This tournament is going crazy. And then we got this guy down here who's not only the 9 or 10 time fantasy champion, he's probably a world-renowned bracketologist. And yes, that is a word in the NCAA, bracketology. Look it up. Everything went south for me because I picked West Virginia over Maryland, the 9 seed versus the 8. Got that one dead wrong. Maryland ended up doing the right thing because they were the top seed. Then everything goes downhill thanks to Furman defeating Virginia 68-67. Did you actually have that match right, Zach?
Of course I did.
Oh, of course he did. He just absolutely, yeah. He bracketology 101. Hello, Renegade. How's it going, buddy?
Hi, JJ.
Here's how I saw the play. As oh yeah, I didn't see in the lexicon. There you go. See, one of the Virginia players decided to clear. Yes, it is. Yes, it is that boy approved. Thank you, Jeff. He decided to clear the basketball as if you would clear the hockey puck in ice hockey by literally heaving it as halfway down the court to run down the clock to win the game so that Virginia could advance. Little did he know that when he threw the ball, it was right into the arms of one of the Furman players who quickly got the ball into the three-point area. I can't remember the shooter's name, but he hit a clutch three-point shot, and Furman was one of the biggest upsets ever, I think, in the NCAA tournament. So by then, I would say it wasn't half or 40% or 60% of all the brackets in the world, because the elusive perfect bracket still has not been found. Then, of course, I've got a buddy at work. His name is Quentin. He's a really great guy. He's a sports guy too. We're at work one day. He's like, "Oh, this happened, this happened, this happened." I'm like, I don't care anymore. We were going to do a bracket at work, but that didn't happen. And then my buddy Alex, who is part of the World Poker or the World Tavern Poker, he's like, oh my God, Purdue is going to lose, which they did. And Princeton upsets Arizona. These number one teams are going like flies. I don't care if Alabama wins because they were my pick. Zach, what's going on in the brackets? I mean, what's happening here? What's going on? Go ahead. This is all you, bro.
It seems like number one seeds just don't have it at all. Houston struggled. The only number one team that's doing anything of relevancy is the team you picked to win it all. But I will say this. If Princeton continues on this roll, I don't know, man. Princeton and Alabama looks like a very scary matchup.
As Renegade wants, to be fair, Arizona, like the entire southwestern United States, is WTFing with this weather since New Year's. Exactly. As if Renegade has taught me, and of course the movie White Men Can't Jump, the sun shines on a dog's ass in the darkest days. Okay, being number one can mean nothing in a tournament because at any given time, the miracle shot, the free throw, the foul, something is going to happen, and you're just done. You know, like Logan Paul, the one lucky punch, you know, Floyd Mayweather could get knocked out by a lucky punch. Will it ever happen? You never know. There was a miracle in Minnesota, right, Dori, this last NFL season.
Yeah.
Everyone said, oh, no, the Vikings aren't going to get – well, they got in.
They beat the Colts after being down by a million.
Yep.
Exactly. With one of the greatest comebacks ever.
Hey, stat
NFL.
boy.
Yes, sir.
You're the statistician. What's the stat on Purdue now?
You got to put me on the spot? I mean, I didn't
Okay.
look that yet. Yes,
Purdue?
Jeff, we know. 2012. Yes, I'm wearing the shirt. Okay, we know. You got the number 8 seed. Would I like to see that happen again? Yes. We'll talk about hockey in just a little bit. We all know that the Kings won as the number 8 seed. I get it. But they also had the backing of all the people in Los Angeles, too.
Right.
The stats on Purdue as far as what? What do you want me to look up real quick? I don't mind.
Purdue. Look at what seeds they've lost to in history.
All right, let's see if I can bring that up real quick. FDU, yeah. Another team that nobody knows hardly anything about.
It's the smallest school in the country. And now their head coach left today to go to Iona to take over for Rick Pitino, who went to St. John's.
You said the coach left?
Yeah.
By choice or by getting booted?
Oh no, by choice. He got an upgrade position slightly. Ooh. They signed him to a 5-year deal.
That's all well. If there's money involved, then.
But when you get later on, when you get
off,
you got to look at the coach from FDU's locker room aftermath. It was hilarious. But Purdue, not to put you on a point anymore. Purdue has lost to every number seed in the tournament except for 2.
Yeah, I can understand with that. I mean, it's just amazing that the media people, they have their plan. They have a feeling as they know what's going to happen. They, on a good day or on a normal day or on a whatever day, the better player is supposed to win, but they're not prepared. They are not prepared at all. If the upset happens, they're like, give me the numbers, give me the numbers, give me the numbers. They'll have no clue as to what comes up next. Anyway, so if Alabama wins the national championship this year, I mean, it's a victory. I mean, yeah, you picked the final one right. I had it right. But, of course, the bigger picture is the overall brackets and everything else.
Oh, the team I picked out. So
who did you pick?
Marquette.
Marquette? They're a pretty good team. I think I had my final 4. Alabama, Gonzaga, Miami, and I think I said Tennessee as well. I'm pretty certain Tennessee beat Duke. And
yes, Tennessee beat Duke. I'm actually looking at that right now.
Good.
Because that they're saying that the men's Tennessee men's basketball are a dirty team. They're calling them out for their physical play, the players taking cheap shots.
Oh.
Fun.
A handful of physical plays in the Duke game were called as fouls against UT. Florida Atlantic head coach said preparation for the Wolves are going to get ready for Australian rugby rules.
Rugby is scary.
Yeah, so it's Tennessee's still in there, but I guess they are playing rather aggressively.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I don't see it. I don't know about the whole. I don't watch it, but I mean, I would hope that our home team that we currently reside in will play cleanly. But They'll probably just wasn't me. I don't know. You don't bleed orange in Tennessee, and
Yeah.
bad that
Yeah. And actually, I was going to say too, the Lady Vols, which we don't really talk about ladies basketball much, they're going to the Sweet 16 too. So go Lady Vols.
With the ladies NCAA tournament, it was always the Yukon Huskies that were very dominant. They were like the number one team. They, I think, had a 2-year win streak, including the NCAA tournament, and it was always Yukon. Anyway, so we'll see what happens with NCAA basketball. Let's go ahead and switch gears literally to. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, to answer Renegade's question, Josh was waiting for a family member to arrive so that he could be available for us. And unfortunately, that family member has not arrived. So Josh sends his regards. But we miss you, Josh. Wish you were here with us because, yes, part of this show too. But we understand family comes first. Family and other obligations come first.
Yes, and Josh is still doing a great job sending us all the off-season NFL news that with all the trading and contracts and everything else. Jeff, what's going on? You're in the room here. What's up?
I'll just be that guy. JJ wanted it said on the air. Where's the Dave Meltzer of Staff Boy Sports Bar? Because Josh didn't like that comparison very much either.
Oh, you just want? Oh, okay. You wanted to be that guy. Well, we thank you for that. There you go. So let's literally switch gears and let's go into some NASCAR news. Dori Lou is already booing Joey Logano because he is now the number one guy in the standings, followed by.
I'm going to co-sign. Barf.
Ross. Okay, we'll get into the Logano hate in just a second. Okay. Ross Chastain, who was at the top of the leaderboard for 2 weeks straight, is now third. Blaney is fourth. Keselowski is fifth. Kevin Harvick is sixth. Kyle Busch is still in the top 10 at 7.
Go RCR.
Go RCR. Martin Truex Jr. is 8th. Denny Hamlin is 9th. And Daniel Suarez is 10th. The next race coming up this weekend is in Austin, Texas.
Yep.
Over to the right, Mikey, is the results from Atlanta, just so you know.
What's that?
Over to the right are the results from Atlanta.
I did not even see that. Joey Logano also won the Atlanta race. Keselowski took second. Bell took third. Corey LaHoy at fourth. Tyler Reddick at fifth. This is almost the current standings in reverse there. Denny Hamlin took sixth. Ryan Blaney took seventh. Eric Jones, eighth. Ty Gibbs at ninth. And Kyle Busch with a top 10 finish in 10th place. All right.
My favorite top 10 of the year so far. Logano, Keselowski, and freaking Hamlin up there. Barf. Yeesh. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
All right. Dori Lou, go ahead and give us a little mini rant here. What is up with you not liking Joey Logano?
So Joey Logano, like Kyle Busch used to be, he's still a very young hothead. He's still a hothead. He will purposely bump and wreck people, or he has in the past. I unfortunately have not gotten to watch any of the races yet this year, but come hell or high water, I'm planning on going to Bristol, at least in a couple weeks.
Plan.
That's the plan. Bristol, baby.
Bristol, baby.
Yep, April 9th. But yeah, Joey Logano is still known as being a young hothead. It's just in the past he has actually purposely wrecked people out of his way. And it's just I've come to change somewhat against Kyle Busch, especially since he's now a teammate for RCR. Austin Dillon, I'm not sure what's going on with him right now. He seems to be hanging towards the back of the pack. He's on the road, on the race course to drive, from what I'm seeing right now. It's not about the win. I think he's helping promote Kyle Busch right now. But yeah, Logano, it's just, he's still a hothead. He is still a hothead. He has not grown up yet.
And again, to be clear, bumping people on purpose and doing the stuff like Logano's doing is not an uncommon or a new thing with anybody, rookie or not, in racing. It's
True.
just Logano's also an arrogant shit about it. That's all.
Yes.
You
Yes.
mean there's attitude in NASCAR racing? No, who'd have thought?
Granted,
It's
we
nothing
haven't
but
had any good strikes
hey.
break out in the pits yet.
Yeah, I have no problem with an attitude, a healthy attitude in racing, but Logano, like I've said, Logano started out just fine. Good kid. Had a decent attitude about things, but once he got a couple of wins under his belt, all of a sudden his shit didn't stink. And it's like, all right, look, little boy,
Exactly.
it's enough out of you.
Exactly.
Sit in the corner with the dunce cap on, timeout, whippersnapper.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Yes.
There's also you've got new rookies every year, so kind of watching to see what some of these rookies do. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on names right now. But
Fine.
and it depends on the track too. It all depends on the track as
Oh,
well.
yes.
What's going on?
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Circuit of Americas is the next race.
Yes.
Let's see. Who are my rookies this year?
It's one of those, it's the tracks are everything, especially like the brand tracks, if you will. Like, like you said, you guys got Bristol coming up fairly soon.
Yep.
Atlanta's become a major race on the year, so that was a big reason why it was so important that Joey won the other night, because it's when you win Atlanta, you start taking an upswing. Whether I like Logano or not, and I don't, winning Atlanta is huge now. So you just you take it and go.
Atlanta's has become one of the big races.
I'm having trouble remembering which track had 7 wide at one point.
Oh God, that sounds like a Talladega thing.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It was amazing. I mean, 3 wide, I believe, is the normal, correct?
Well,
Most tracks you can safely go 3 wide. Most ovals, most oval tracks.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, oval track. Street tracks, you're crazy. You're going anything more than 2.
Right? You're going too wide into some of those turns, somebody's going to be wrecking.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
I might just have to sit down one day and just watch a race. Just
You should, G. They're
You got to, G. I mean, watch a race and a crash breaks out.
right.
I would encourage you to watch Bristol in 3 weeks.
okay.
Yeah, they are definitely a acquired taste sometimes, but I find it fun to watch. And again, I've been a fan of racing my whole life. I used to go to the Long Beach Champ Car race every year, and on the streets, obviously. But it's still a cool little thing to do. I enjoy watching them on TV when I'm home on a Sunday, which is never now. But when I do get to watch, I enjoy
That's
myself.
the problem. I'm always at work on Sundays.
Indeed.
What happened?
I said that's the problem. I'm always at work on Sundays.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's you're either
Well, Jeff, there's a special Sunday coming up that you're not going to be working.
Me neither. I've got that weekend off, so I can get to watch both nights of WrestleMania. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, the thing is, yes, I'm not actively working for the mouse and not actively working on this channel, but I'm still be working the networking. You kidding me?
I'll say this: I will be working, but I will be home in time to not miss not too much of nights 1 and 2. As long as I get home in time to see both main events and everything else. WrestleMania week for us and WrestleMania weekend is going to be amazing. Please, again, make sure you guys keep an eye on our channels and all the things we have planned for as we get closer and closer to that. Of course, we'll promote everything.
We'll talk all about it at the bottom of the hour, as we always do.
Exactly. We always do. All right, let's switch gears and let's talk about hockey. Let's bring up the hockey rankings. Oh, go ahead, Zach. What do you got? Go ahead.
Look what I just sent you. Or
What
what I
did
just
he just
sent
send me?
her.
All right, what did he just send me?
Holy
This is breaking news, Zach. I'm gonna.
Good God.
Right?
What are we?
141 miles per hour.
Holy cow! I didn't think a car could. Well, NASCARs can go that fast, but a normal car?
Yeah. I mean, I've never taken one of my cars over 110, but come on.
Hey, Conrad, roll tight on that Alabama driver, you dumbass.
Well, apparently he was charged with. From here it says he was charged with possession of marijuana with intent to sell it or deliver.
Okay.
And he was also charged with
carrying a concealed without a permit.
Yep.
Oh man.
Well, no kid. No wonder he was going 140 miles per hour. The guy was probably high off his ass.
Dumbass.
That makes the California police chases seem like nothing. They can do it now wherever he was driving.
Again, dumbass.
Yeah.
Thank you for that breaking news there, Zach.
That's crazy.
All right, let's get back to what we were talking about, the Miracle on Ice and all that good stuff. Let's talk about hockey and bring up the power rankings for the week. We're about a month away from the playoffs, and the Bruins are still the number one team at 111 points. They have locked in their playoff spot. They're still shooting for the President's Cup, which, of course, is the trophy awarded for the team that scores the most points in a season. Carolina is at 98 points. Their magic number to clinch, I believe, is around 7. The Devils are next at 97 points. The Maple Leafs are at 93 points. The Kings, the Rangers, and the Golden Knights are all tied at 92 points. Thanks to the goal differential, or the most goals scored, that's the tiebreaker. The Kings have the lead at 247 goals, followed by the Rangers, and Jeff is happy about that. The Rangers are at 239 goals. The Knights are at 231 goals. I do believe this is the highest the Kings have gotten this season.
Oh yeah.
The Lightning are at 90 points. The Stars are at 89 points. And then we have another three-way tie between the Avalanche, the Wild, and the Oilers. And the team leader in that stat are the Oilers at 239 points. The Wild and the Avalanche are tied at 100 and – or no, they're not. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I was looking in the wrong column. I'm getting to that, Renegade. Can you – you just want me to – you rip the Band-Aid off on that one and get going on that. The Oilers have 279 goals. The Kraken – or not the Kraken. The Oilers are at 279. The Avalanche are at 231. And the Wild are at 210. The Jets are at 81 points. The Islanders are at 80 points. And the Panthers are at 79 points. The Penguins on the right side of the column, that's not good for me and my fantasy hockey team. But they are getting up. They are at 78 points. The Flames are at 78 points. Or excuse me, the Flames are at 77 points. Smashville, Nashville at 76. The Senators and the Capitals are tied at 73. And the Capitals have a 1-goal lead over the Senators, 221 to 220. The Sabres are at 72. The Red Wings are at 69. The Blues and the Canucks are tied at 67. The Canucks have the lead at 233 to 218. The Coyotes are at 65 points. The Flyers are at 62 points. And the Canadiens are at 60. Of course, the 4 teams with the red marks are my Ducks. They got eliminated, I believe, just a couple days ago. They had. Oh. What? It's true, okay. The Ducks have been in a rebuild period forever and a day, but since Dori Lou teaches us to be positive, at least we weren't the first team out. How about that?
This is true. This is fair. This is fair. Just the most recent.
The Blackhawks are out. They were eliminated. The Sharks were out. At least we're doing better than the Sharks. And the Blue Jackets were the first team to go earlier this week. Again, the Stanley Cup playoffs are what was that? What was that?
Give me the Renegade, MJ. Yeah. JJ's on one today about the Ducks and about everybody, which is fine. I'm okay with that. So, hi, I'm here, by the way.
Oh, you're on camera. Okay, good.
Hi.
So the Stanley Cup playoffs are about a month away. The teams are shaping up nicely. And as we continue our fantasy hockey stuff, I said I would do it. I got rid of my Ducks after they got eliminated. I'm switching to the Wild bandwagon. So there's that.
I will say this though about the Kings. As great as they looked last night in that rout of Calgary, and I love how the first goal Calgary scores by Tyler Toffoli. So good on Tyler
Yeah.
for
The
doing
former
that.
king, there you go.
10-1 Saturday when I bring Teresa to the game. And you lose to freaking Vancouver in a shootout, you shitheads. Thanks a lot, Kings. Appreciate you. But give us freaking season tickets to a freaking to a buyer at Dad's work, and we'll go ahead and route Calgary. Like, fuck you guys, seriously.
And by the way, Fleury is not in net tonight, and there's currently no score, but Duhaime's already gotten a penalty.
Great. By the way, he's not even in net. I hate this fantasy. Why did I ever create this fantasy league?
Because you're a glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Hey, Mikey and Dori. As far as Fleury being with the Wild, how's that goalie, that mainstream goalie that took over for Fleury in Vegas, doing now?
Good night, everybody. I'm done.
Quick is kicking ass. Like I said, I don't like Quick being there anymore than anybody else. But you know what? He was not getting playtime here. He was not happy here. And Vegas gave him a standing ovation and welcomed him with open arms. So you know what? Like I said at the start of the season, and I'm gonna this is gonna be the moment Jeff gives the Ducks shit for the show. The big one anyway. So I was leaving the Ducks alone this year. I was being a good boy because they were so bad there was no point in picking on them, right? Vegas, on the other hand, I want to keep, hammering because we're fighting them tooth and nail for the division title. And by the way, yes, division titles don't mean shit. Mikey, the Ducks have 6, and there is that. We have 1, and yeah. But the Ducks social media team is what ended up getting them back on my shit list. So I will not necessarily root for Vegas, but I'm also going to not root against Jonathan Quick right now either because the Kings did him fucking dirty. First, not playing him. Second, letting him get away. So I applaud them. Anyway,
the other goalie, Copley, has been helping the guy in the bottom right corner down there. He's been playing it pretty good. I mean. So who did the Kings bring in to replace Quick to go along with Copley?
They didn't even replace Quick. You can't replace Jonathan Quick, but the guy that's also playing goal with Copley, I can't pronounce his name. He kind of looks like Chris Hero ate a freaking plate of Big Macs and didn't bother to finish evacuating after. Give me a second. I'll get his name.
It's a good
guy. I met him. He's a nice dude, everything, but he's a nice guy. But that's how it always starts, right? He both regulation goals Vancouver scored on Saturday were like really. Hey.
Let's see. And then you have Copley, and you have. I apologize. I'm going to screw up his name. Corpusalo.
Oh
yeah. Corpusalo. Yeah.
Wild, right? Wasn't he Wild or?
I don't think so.
They got somebody from Minnesota, didn't they? In one of the trades.
Hang on. I'll get I actually got to see it in front of me. I'm not gonna know his damn name because I actually got to see it. Corpusalo. Yeah.
Wasn't he a Wild?
Corpusalo. Yeah. He's looked okay. I mean, he didn't look good Saturday. Like I said, again, thank you. I bring my sister to a game for the first time, just her and I all season, and they lose to Vancouver in a shootout. Where the hell was Vancouver on that list again?
No, Corpusalo went from Blue Jackets.
That's right. So yeah. Vancouver is number 24 on this damn list this week, and we're losing to them in a shootout.
Again, a top team can always lose to a bottom team, just like we talked about.
That was the point I tried to make earlier, but I got my head bitten off for it. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my Wild are playing the Devils right now.
Oof.
But so far, we're holding off. They've had 8 shots on goal, and the score is still 0-0. So
the Devils are always such a crapshoot. You don't know if they're going to go in there and play like they played in '95 or play like they do, yesterday. You never know with those guys. So
it's a crapshoot any way you look at it.
Especially with New Jersey, it's very true. Well, I mean, to be fair, they're celebrating because they don't have the worst weather in the country right now.
Of course, as we finish up fantasy hockey, we did delve into the fantasy baseball leagues. We did create one. We do have a draft going. We have 5 teams currently, 3 which are in this room: me, Dori, and Zach. And we've already had our first casualty as Jose Altuve decided to break his thumb in the World Baseball Classic, which of course is the precursor to the major leagues. USA versus Japan just got started underway. Otani-san, I believe, is pitching for Team Japan. So, and by the way, Zach, screw off. Leave my Angels alone. You better take good care of them because trust me, if you I'm glad you at least let me keep Aaron Judge, but come on. Trout and Otani-san are mine. I want them back by mid-season.
My team is called the Garbage Trout. Come on now. What did you
Trout hasn't done much. He's still my Angel, but I mean he needs to step it up a little bit. He can't carry the team all by himself.
Oh, and yes. Didn't I take one of your Angels too because you forgot about him?
Yeah, you got Renfroe on your pitch hitter squad. Yes, Jeff, go ahead.
Say that first line you said again. Trout hasn't done much. Didn't we not just sign him to the biggest contract in baseball at that point?
Yep.
Okay. Money means nothing in baseball.
That is a load of shit. That is a bigger load of shit than freaking Jeff Goldblum discovered in Jurassic Park.
No, that's some serious shit.
That is an inaccurate stat.
Yeah, well,
anyway, if that Stat Boy approves, Stat Boy's getting canceled. Anyway,
you have the control on that graphic. If you want to bring that up, go right ahead.
That's right. No. It's fine. I'm just trying. I'm getting messages from the other control room across town to keep an eye on the rain. It's like, no shit, Mom, I can hear it.
Yeah, my mom was telling me that you guys were getting these full-on downpours, and then it would stop, and then full-on downpours, and she's sick of the rain.
This is the worst weather in my 40 years I've ever seen in this short span of time out here. Figure since New Year's Day, I'm only where I am, which is, everybody knows I'm at the old house, because the rain just will not let up long enough for me to be, I have a Back to the Future thing going there with my hand, long enough for me to go home for a week or two at a time. Because either I'm here or I'm down at Disney. I'm definitely, not going to lie, a little worried that the rain is going to come back in over April Fool's weekend because, man, I'm going to be gone all day, both days, especially with what I have to tell everybody I'm getting involved in Saturday night, which I haven't told everybody on camera, just on social media, which is out there now. But I will let everybody know on camera today during this and also during Talk Wrestling tonight. So
do you think this weather is going to stick around for WrestleMania?
I fucking hope not. We had a rain delay the first non-pandemic event in 2021, when they were in Tampa. It's like, we shouldn't have to worry about this shit in Southern California. It's ridiculous.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
We're supposed to get rain here tomorrow.
Right. And I can't even check the 10-day because technically it's tomorrow's 10 days out. So I have to wait till tomorrow to see what fate has in store for my ass.
And I told you in the private chat, I don't miss California weather when it was raining because I was constantly hearing about it. But this is almost shocking that for the better part of 3 months, it will not let up. It's never done that in California.
Yeah, put it this way, Mikey. I checked out rain gear from costuming backstage.
There you go.
The freaking slicker, the jacket is hanging right inside my door when I have to go outside just to get the trash or get something from my mom's car. Something, just because I walked out. You guys heard me just now. I walked out and grabbed the rest of my shirts for the podcast and the streams for the rest of the week. I had to throw it on just to be able to walk outside because I was like, oh shit, I feel like I'm in a downpour. And everybody in the rest of the country's going, oh, you guys are wusses. Yeah, we are. We're not prepared for this fucking weather out here. This is bananas.
Yeah. Jeff, what city are you in?
I'm in Santa Clarita, but the stadium's in Inglewood, if that's what you're looking up.
Yeah.
INGLE Wood.
Inglewood.
No, your rain is supposed to be letting up here. Tomorrow's your last day in the 10-day forecast.
Well, right, but 10 days is March 31st.
Yeah,
I'm worried about me.
Well,
you have to go
even
one
in the
more-
extended forecast that I have, it shows you got partial sunshine on Saturday and full sunshine on Sunday.
And that's this coming weekend?
The 1st and 2nd.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, okay, I'll take it then.
And
That works.
we have clear skies coming ahead. Thank goodness.
Yeah, we're getting all the rain this week, Jeff.
Hey, you know what though? You're back east. That's
that's
fucking dumb. To be fair.
All right, let's quickly
I'm
bring
fucking
up
Seattle at this point.
on the XFL.
XFL.
All right.
Speaking of what the fuck.
The Defenders are the number 1 team. They are undefeated at 5-0, followed by the Roughnecks, and let me also get the XFL standings so I can quickly get that up there real quick. Come on, work with me, computer. Here we go. Right about now. There we go. These Defenders are 5-0, undefeated at 134 points. The Roughnecks are 4-1. They're at 136 points. The Renegades and the Battlehawks and the Sea Dragons are all 3-2. The Battlehawks have the most points scored so far at 110. The Sea Dragons are at 102. The Renegades aren't really scoring points. They're only at 69. They've given up 86 points. That's why they're at the bottom there. The Brahmas and the Vipers finally won a game this season. They are 1-4. They have 105 points. And the Orlando Guardians still have not won a game. Remember, the season is a 10-week season. It'd be great if a team could go undefeated, get the number 1 spot, and then they have a 2-week playoff, which we will cover, of course, in the sports bar. That's pretty much it, boys and girls. That's all the sports I can cover, unless anyone has some last-minute stuff that they want to talk about before we go into plugs, sports-wise.
Yeah, I mean, I've got plugs, but as far as sports stuff goes, not in particular.
How about
But I do want to talk about some stuff. But everybody, go ahead and do their plugs while I'm looking up the rest of the graphics for mine. And since she's not
as
here,
far as a Stat Boy shout out from me, I did get a little bit of news from World Tavern Poker that we were supposed to travel to Vegas in the summertime for nationals and all that stuff. Unfortunately, that stuff got canceled. What they did was they took a vote. They said, would you rather play online or would you rather play in a casino? And we voted. And even though playing in a casino got the majority of votes, they put in a little added extra where if the difference was within 3%, they would call that a tie. That's what happened. Their executives voted together and they said there's going to be a series of online events to determine a champion. A little disappointed in that, but that's okay. I was looking forward to coming out west and continuing that. But we still play out here every week in Sevierville at the Axe House along with them. So we'll see where that goes. As long as I've got a deck in my hand, a deck of cards in my hand, I should have said. It'll be a lot of fun. It's a great little poker run there for me. Dory, do you have any positive?
Okay, Dory first.
You have a DLW this week?
Don't I always?
Go for it.
Well, first of all, Renegade's asking if we're going to be covering the USFL. Yes, I'm going to say yes.
That's going to be a maybe there, bro. I'm not certain yet on the USFL.
Without giving too much inside baseball, Mikey and Dory and I are talking off air after the show about stuff.
Yeah, we will discuss it off air and we'll see where it goes. I mean, it's more football. Yes, football is the priority here on the sports bar. I mean, I know it's all sports, but we'll consider it. We're going to have a talk afterwards.
We've got some stuff. Like Jeff said, that the three of us are going to be discussing after the show on the possibility of us not having a summer hiatus and how it may possibly run. So more to come on that.
Yes.
And as for our weekly positive, as you, several of you were with us, about not quite a month ago now. I just celebrated my 50th birthday, and because things don't always go as we plan, or as some people have known in the past. A saying I've heard many, many times growing up is, "We plan, people plan, and God laughs."
Yeah, that's it.
So, I mean, we don't have a whole lot of control over what's going to happen in our future. But something I needed this particular positivity myself as a reminder: you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. As I am now starting my second half of this century for myself. And that was, I'm going to apologize, I'm going to mess up the name, Malala Yousafzai.
Yes.
I think. Or Yousafzai. I'm not sure on the pronunciation. Again, I apologize for any mispronouncing I'm doing. Yeah, it's time for me to set a new dream and set a new goal and figure out what I want to do with the next 50 years.
There you go.
Setting goals
So
is
just a reminder for everybody, you're never too old to set a new dream and to try new goals. And I know we always say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you know what? Watch me learn.
And
My
again,
dad got his college degree in his 60s. So,
and if you want a challenge, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You are proof positive of this. This is coming from the heart. You're doing excellent in your wrestling research. You're doing well in your sports research. You come on the show every week with the positivity. I could never be more proud of you of that. Leaps, I mean, as we get into the plugs, next week is pure proof that you set a goal and you are gonna kick ass next week when we get into that. I am, like I say, and look at me. I mean, I never thought that I would ever dip my toes in the fantasy pools. Never once. I was so adamant about fantasy football is too confusing. I don't understand the rules. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I'm like, okay, you can score points based on hockey, and look where we are in fantasy hockey. You're in the top 4. You know, you got to deal with that guy down in the bottom right corner who's a fantasy god legend over there. And
that's okay. I'm learning from him. And I did do a fantasy baseball team, and I haven't followed baseball in years. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, she did. So there's the proof that the positivity works. All right, Jeff, let's go ahead and wrap things up. Go ahead and start the plugs.
All right.
Or anything else you want to do.
Even though he's not here, I will go ahead and throw up the goddamn computer respond. Criminy. Anyway, Cleveland combatant, our buddy Josh, couldn't be here this week again due to familial obligations beyond his control. But you can follow him. First of all, he will have, I think, a new column going up on NoDQ.com. He's been talking about it, I believe, in the group chat. I could be wrong because a lot of shit was in that group chat, mostly from him. So check him out over on Twitter at CatholicJosh122, and of course over on the Instagram platform at MallowManGram. And let's go with Zach, since he's at the top of the list here for a plug. Zach, take it away, sir.
Follow me on Facebook at Zach Nelson. Twitter, the greatest Twitter handle of all time, Fluffy Man God. Follow me on Instagram at DJ Bayside High. And I have an idea that we're going to discuss about off camera that may be really big for the channel. So stay tuned.
We'll definitely get there. Big G, you've got a couple different graphics to go, but we'll go ahead and start with your socials.
My socials, you can follow me at BigBallerG1988 on the TikTok. That's where my cat videos are. And wrestling videos that I do occasionally on there. I need to get back into doing like ranking theme songs and stuff like that. I need to fix that too. NoDQ.com/BigBallerG takes you to my Twitter.
Oh, that's my bad. I need to fix that, man.
NoDQ_BigBallerG1988 on the Insta. So yes, May 21st, it'll actually be the 1-year anniversary of Parker Kane Promotions. We are bringing in Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and we are also bringing a former NXT superstar making her U.S. debut in the States.
Oh, UK star. Okay, there you go.
That announcement is coming soon, and there's a whole plethora of other talents that's going to be there. That's brought in by different promotions and stuff like that. So that'll be a fun time. And then we are making our way back to our second Wrestle Bash in New Jersey. Kylan Mother Effin King is going to be there. She's one half of the Impact Knockouts Tag Champs. Hopefully she'll be champ by then still. That'd be awesome.
Right.
So come out and check that. And I'm sure we'll have more people coming to Wrestle Bash as well.
Okay, now it's my turn. God help me. Okay. First of all, I'm going to do the unboxing now, and then I may wear the shirt on the air for Talk Wrestling Night. So, our friends at Undecided Printing, Undecided Apparel, who have come up with so much good stuff for me over the late years that I've brought myself back to YouTube, including working with Aaron. I had them draw up prototypes for stuff I'm going to wear WrestleMania weekend. So let me go ahead and.
I'm curious. Okay, let's see this. I'm curious here.
I am too. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll see.
Okay.
Two of these comments. So, ooh, all right. Nice. Oh, that looks great. Right on. Check out. You guys can see on the camera with the way it's lit.
Oh, right. It's your logo.
Nice.
Yes.
There you go, kids.
Very
That'll
nice.
be the WrestleMania weekend attire as far as at WrestleMania events days 1 and 2. Because
polo?
Yeah, they're polos.
Okay. Nice.
Yep. 2 3X polos I had him draw up for me, and they weren't cheap. So,
okay, how much? Well, I gotta buy one.
do you really want me to say it on air? Because I'm gonna make your heart have a freaking stroke. Anyway, you all have a stroke, right? Your heart. I know what I said. Anyhow, okay. So based on that attire, there's going to be a lot of things going on. I won't be wearing it on most of this stuff, except the last the show. Like I said, WrestleMania Saturday, Sunday, I'll be wearing those because of reasons. You'll see why momentarily. All right. If you missed yesterday's Dads, please go back and watch it. It was a fun episode to tape, fun episode to watch back. I even enjoy watching myself back, which I never freaking do. Top 10 all-time WrestleMania main events. That was yesterday's Dads. Also, the one from earlier in the month, top 10 all-time feuds. Please go check those out. JJ has the Warzone going up. I know he went up last Sunday. I think he has one up this Sunday. He'll have to correct me later, I'm sure, because I don't remember all the details. Of course, coming up after NXT tonight on the East Coast and before NXT on the West Coast is Talk Wrestling or Anything with Jeff Meacham. That's every Tuesday except the next two. And again, you'll see why here momentarily. Greg Cherry Show tomorrow and next Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific on the Greg Cherry brand and the Jeff Meacham Network as well. Every Thursday on the Casa right now, we have Throwback Thursday featuring content from NoDQ.com, the Jeff Meacham Network, Simple Man's brand, J. Hebert Studios, and the Casa, of course, itself. And as Mikey can attest, the old Casa content is what it is.
It's great to watch. And I even said this, I know I said this on open mic night, and I still want to do this. I would love to get a time together and just do a Stat Boy Reacts, because
right, yeah, those are
because me watching this and seeing it back, and my reactions will probably be better than the actual content. So it'll be funny. I'll tell you that right now. I can crack jokes at my own mustache. I've done it before.
Yes. So Thursdays happens to be the only day of this week I don't have anything obligation-wise, the mouse or a podcast. So I'll be watching JJ's content for sure that day, as well as Impact that night, because the next day is our first of many watch-alongs in the coming 2 weeks. Sacrifice will be on Impact Plus, YouTube, and the Impact Insiders link on, I believe that's on YouTube as well. That'll be at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific with with James and Noah on the call. JJ will be producing, I believe, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be back in time. Even if I am, I'm going to let them do their thing because that's what I'm doing. Then we officially kick off WrestleMania week. It was originally going to be me doing a special, Monday episode of Talk Wrestling, because I just felt like having content on Monday, and I can't do it on Tuesday because Aaron's doing prediction shows on Tuesday this coming week. So figured, okay, I'll just do it on Monday, and then I got scheduled by the mouse. So Saturday night, in addition to it already being open mic and karaoke night on the Jeff Meacham Multiverse Media, it is now our official WrestleMania week kickoff party. That's this Saturday night, 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 Pacific. For a spin of the wheel for $5, you can, like I said, $5 you can spin the wheel. It'll land on a particular panelist and a particular category. The person that it lands on will then pick the song out of that category. If you donate $20, you pick our poison, and God be gentle. $50, Noah has agreed to do the two cool bands, and I've agreed to do the Rikishi portion of that because I'm an idiot and a psychopath, clearly. Then we get into the official streams of the week, and it all starts with the lady to my right on screen, or my left on screen, by right if you're actually doing mirroring properly. Dori Lou Sports Bar will be Tuesday night next week, March 28th at 9 o'clock. Note that time change, folks. 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific, because we're going to go the hour, and then we're going to go right into Noah Foster hosting the Ladies of the Multiverse, previewing and predicting WrestleMania. And again, that'll be at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific, in the usual Talk Wrestling time slot, because we will not be on no DQ that night, so I can do what the hell I want to do. And that's what we're doing. Again, Wednesday, the Greg Cherry Show, and then folks, shit gets real. Thursday night. Oh, I'm sorry. I take it back. Before we go to Thursday, I want to make sure I give plugs. I'm not going to be at these events, but I do want to give a little love to our friends within the Multiverse of Media. Wednesday night at the Comedy Store, the 29th, Medusa and Dolph Ziggler will be joining Sam Roberts for a Not Sam live podcast. And our buddy Frankie Kazarian and his band Gutter Candy will be part of Micromania, which is a little person wrestling-based show at the Whiskey A Go-Go. So you're going to have little people wrestling at the Whiskey A Go-Go. Can there be any more logistical nightmare for me? Absolutely not, which is why I'm not going. So that's not happening. And yes, JJ, I agree. It should be me in the middle, and then Noah doing one part of the dance, and teaming with Noah should be Statboy Too Hottie. I agree wholeheartedly.
I can't do the worm. There's no room in this room.
Noah has wrestling. He'll be in the suit.
And I got a camera on the wall to do it. I mean, do you really want to see me flopping around on a bed? I don't think so.
Find a way to make it happen, Statboy.
But it's Saturday night. Tyler will be at work, so you can stream from downstairs.
Ha!
Crap.
Dory done. Fuck you on that one. Anyway, all right. Anyway, so yeah, that's Wednesday night. Again, I'm not going to be at these because I am just booked solid and dirt poor again, thanks to today's purchase, but we'll get there momentarily. So please go out and support our buddy Deuce and Dolph Ziggler and Frankie Kazarian, especially with Gutter Candy, and it's going to be crazy at the Whiskey. Get there early for parking at the Whiskey. If you know, you know, because goddamn, oh my Lord. Let's see. Thursday night will then be our official watch-along start. Multiverse United, Only the Strong Survive, courtesy of Impact and New Japan Pro Wrestling. This is the only show at WrestleMania weekend so far that is completely sold out already. This show sold out in advance. Wow. I'm posting that comment. JJ, you're wrong for that. Friday night will be a double feature, if you will. Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, followed by our coverage and reactions to the WWE Hall of Fame, which now includes Andy Kaufman. If it wasn't going to be Cyndi Lauper, I am 100% okay with Andy Kaufman being the celebrity inductee this year because, damn it, he was the original wrestling involved celebrity, if you will. All right, now Saturday. Saturday's where it gets interesting because we will have coverage of NXT Stand and Deliver April 1st at 12:30 Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. But I will not be on that coverage because I don't have the graphic because I fucked up. Give me a second. You guys know where I'm going to be, but I like visual aids, so there it is. I find is okay. Very good. I will not be there because I will be either en route to the convention center or in line for my meet and greet with the man from the dark side, with my father, of course, The Undertaker. We will be seeing him Saturday, roughly around 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, 12:30 Pacific time, excuse me. WrestleMania, of course, just 11 days away. So excited for that. Again, 2 nights of coverage on the Jeff Meacham Multiverse of Media. That'll be all Saturday, all Sunday, beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern Pacific. After WrestleMania, there'll be no coverage. Open mic night, of course, will be a thing with JJ and the team, but I will be making my way to downtown LA proper for Dresselmania 3. I am going to be a part of this as far as in a VIP seat. Get to see my old buddy SoCal Val for the first time in at least 10 years and get to reacquaint with Mick Foley and meet Mickie James and our buddy Lisa Marie Varon for the first time. So I'm very much excited for that. That's all Saturday. Sunday, of course, WrestleMania Night 2. Monday, April 3rd, the top 10 ECW World Champions of all time on the Dads and Always on Wrestling, followed by Raw After Mania. The day after that will be my appearance on the No DQ Review, recapping the WrestleMania experience, and then I'll be at Disneyland April 5th, and then I pass out April 6th.
A well-deserved break after that.
And they're right back into coverage because April 7th an AEW doubleheader, so, you know.
There you go.
And scene.
And scene. Also, don't forget, we've been promoting this a lot on May 13th. Heroes and Legends 19 at the Evergreen Smoky Mountain Lodge and Convention Center, featuring the King of the Mountain match. Doors open at noon for the Fan Fest. We've said we're name dropping left and right. Greg the Hammer Valentine is going to be out there. ECW alumni Sabu, Dr. Tom Pritchard.
Seminar from Dr. Tom Pritchard. I was going to say, they announced a seminar from Dr. Tom today.
A seminar there, and of course, our wrestling brother Sam Knight is going to be there. Willie Mack is going to be there too. Come out to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, on May 13th. Dori Lou and I will be there too. Follow us on Twitter at LBStatKid1977 and Hathaway Lou, respectively. Give us your thoughts, your comments. Drop us a news story that you want us to talk about. Use the hashtag StatBoyApproved. That's a good way to get that number out there. Like I say, we have got so much stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I've never been this excited. Again, remember, next week I will not be in the sports bar. It's Dori Lou's sports bar, going right into the women predictions. I cannot say how happy I am, and I'm very proud that is going to be a thing next week. Unfortunately, life calls. Got to go to work. Got to do all that. And I'm certain that Dori Lou will do an excellent job delivering the sports as she does every week in the sports bar here with everyone else.
Oh, there's a request for you, Mikey, in the chat room about going to the event. Jamie Dundee and JC Ice and Wolfie D are going to be there. You got to do the No Nation Domination rap. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Content.
Right. We Are the Nation, live and in color. Got it. Oh, my God. That just brought back memory. Well, hey.
There you go.
Well, the last time I of course, let's not forget the infamous New Jack story. They'll probably freestyle on me and make me look like a mark, which is nothing. Who knows? Who knows? Indeed. Anyway, so stay tuned next week for all the stuff leading up into WrestleMania. Again, I will not be here, but everything will be fine. I want to thank everybody for coming into the sports bar, getting all the news and everything. I love you all. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Dori Lou's in charge next week. Stat Boy out.